Welcome back, Fapack, and welcome back to Strasburg, Pennsylvania. This is our second look. This is the version that has been submitted to ModHub, and we've got a little more built up around the farm. So first off, let's go ahead and go through the equipment. 1 second. There we go. Alright, so first up, we are going to go through this barn here. So in this barn, we've got the Pottinger Boss Alpine, the Kuhn SW4014 Wrapper, and the Kuhn VB3190 Baler. Moving on, outside the barn, we have the, Farm Tech trailer, is the bale trailer, and we've got the Great Plains Cedar. This is the standard starting cedar on most maps. And moving on to the barn, or the big barn here, we've got Kuhn Windrower, a Krone Tedder, a Case 185 with the messed up loader arm. This is an issue from the most recent update, not an issue with the map. Simple fix, just drop it and put it back on. Attached we have the Quickie Q7M along with the bale spike. You've got a set of Kuhn mowers, got the GMD 3123F, and what's the model on this thing? Lift control, there it is, the GMD 8730. Moving on, we also have the Pottinger, right? Yes. Angle plow, the Servo T6000, sounds like a Terminator. And we've got the Amazon cultivator here. Let's see, model number is Sino 4000 Super. That is it for the farm here. Oh, it for the equipment. Moving on, I'm going to take a look at the owned land. So own the same land as prior, but now we've got a little bit more to it. So we've got cattle pasture. You start with 10 18-month-old Angus cattle and 10 6-month Angus, and that is the only animal pasture you start with. You are not an Angus. Right? I don't know. Pretty sure that's Hertford? Holstein is black and white, Angus is supposed to be black. That sounds racist. Anyhow. So moving on, we do have kind of more pathing going to some of these, going to the back lots here. So this one comes to fields that you don't own. The water has also been improved a bit. Well, quite a bit actually. Over here we have the path that takes you to the backside of the farm. So you've got another barn up here, there's nothing in it. Might be a good abandoned farm RP. There's an Angus. Don't know what that red thing's doing. And as you can see, there's fencing. This fence encompasses almost the entire farm. Gate right here, if I was building this type of gate, I'd probably do that same thing rather than try to deal with angled gate. Fence continues, and this is continuing on our property. You get up here, you see the fences kind of come together. This is the pathway to the upper field here. So I'm not too sure about this fence setup. This might, I kind of hope that this gets changed. Yeah, I got, and then this is the upper pasture. Another gate over here to access this area. And this is all grass. You do not start with a plowed field. So coming back down the other side of the fence, we got this trail that leads to this path, which is where we started. Well, not where we went first. And the fence follows. I got lost here. 1 second. There we are. So the fence comes down here and breaks away, and then kind of follows that path. Lots of tree area, lots of pasture area. This is a very typical pasture from what I see in my area. I would assume that this is accurate to Pennsylvania. I believe this map is actually loosely based on Jake's farm, so that's pretty cool. And back to the main farmyard. Fence does get a little confusing in some places if you're not, like, right here. Like, you just got random random-esque fence going nowhere. And meets up over here. Don't know if that was a mistake or intentional. Once again, it's kind of similar to some stuff I see in my area. But let's go ahead and look at some of the other farms. So, the map is filled out with other buildings. And it's easy to break and enter, apparently, if you can fly. But yeah, so I don't think any of the houses actually have an interior. Main farm certainly doesn't. And we got nice fields. Let's see. Oh yeah, some more buildings over here. Looks like another cattle farm. Actually, that looks like the sheep enclosure from Alma. So, yeah, that is the barn that's used with the sheep on Alma. I'm sure it's fine. I sell sheep I'm assuming this is a sheep pasture. I haven't actually bought any other land, so I have no clue. Can I get in there? No, I can't. Nice little sheds, some other nice starting farms. And you will notice on the bridges that the terraforming has been fixed, so looks like there might still be some lips here and there, but it looks like it's largely been fixed. What the hell is that? Probably a bird. No, there it is again. Oh, there. What do we have? Huh. That's a place for that. Grab a screenshot of that and I'll send that over to Jake. And another cattle farm. Oh, that's right. There's 13 required mods for this, so I'm thinking that this is a separate. I'll have to look at the mods that are active at some point. But this is the same model that Slabuki used on Alma. I don't remember if it has a standalone mod variant. Once again, I'm sure it's fine. Jake doesn't seem like the type of guy that would blatantly steal shit. At the very least, I expect credits somewhere. Another mod barn. This was actually one I was going to use on Wompsville before one of the more recent updates that added milking parlor or milking machine to the one that you start with. And there is the edge of the map. And hog enclosures looks like. The hog or chicken? Huh. Usually super speed just glitches me in there, but maybe because I'm on single player. Okay, let's see. Next. I'll go check this farm. looks like more arable farming orientated. Yep, that is a machine shed. I like the details. That is... What am I looking at? What kind of shed is this? It looks like it would be a chicken shed, but I don't see anything that would indicate where the food would go. Huh. I'm going to have to buy this whole map and take a look. You know what? I can do that right now. Alright. Fields. Should be one for all. Just gotta find it. Oh, there it is. All. Okay, now I own everything and can actually open things and see triggers. I'm still not seeing a trigger. So... Toy shed, maybe? I don't know. Interesting. Alright, moving on to the next farm over there. There is a thing there. Oh, that's just house. Moving on to the next farm. We've got another cattle operation. Some nice sheds. Oh, that's not a real shed. That's disappointing. Yeah, actually, oh, so multiple chicken coops. Yeah, that thing I was looking at was chicken coop. Oh, that's barn with feeding robot. That's cool. Cow pasture. So let's see. Barn XL has 100 to 18-month cattle. Feeding robot has 25. There's our 20. One of the chicken coops has 250 chickens in it, and a final cattle barn has 150. Nice. So this is feeding robot, I think? Yes, this one has a feeding robot. There's another one I was looking at for Wompsville. Oh, that is awesome. I love that. That is adorable. Okay, moving on to... Looks like we're going into town now. So it doesn't look like he's putting in a train of any sort, which is slightly disappointing, but I can't blame him. If you're going to put a train into Strasburg, you need to have an actual train. Or an appropriate steam train, I should add. However, he does kind of have loading for them, so maybe a future update. See, this is the farmer's market that was here prior. Over here we've got a... Is this a storage or a sell point? Purple. We have a grain silo west. Oh, you do. There are 2 large silos to make silage, hay, pig food, and TMR. Alright, that's nice. There. You know, I just thought of something that would make this page a lot nicer. Having a tab for silos. So you click on the tab, lists all your silos. They're lets you tag them just like a store, like down here, and it'll tell you what is stored in them, how much, and if you click that, it'll take you to this screen looking at the prices. That would be nice. That would be something from Giants, though. But yeah, this is a storage. Interesting. All right, moving up here. We've got the warehouse. If you want to do any of the if you want to do any constructibles, this is where you will buy your stuff. Moving further on, we have another farmstead, looks like. Oh, hobby farm type setup, maybe? No, a little bigger. What do we have here? This is a bakery. Let's see, Is this a actual barn? Yeah, this is the same barn that's on the starting farm. Right, next we have chicken farm here. This is the one with the 250 chickens. We'll just let them all free. I like that barn. Let's see, nice house, and there are the silos. I am liking things. Oh, and there is the mono slope that has the... I think this one has the 150 with a 213 cattle capacity. Next. Let's see, gas station. Nice, nice. What do we have here? Gaskets. Oh, that's hilarious. Cool. All right, moving on. We've got another one of these sheds. Looks like a grass farm setup, judging by the area around it. Hay farm, grass farm, silage, however you want to phrase it. And let's see here. And there's no map borders at this time. That does not mean the final version that Jake has submitted doesn't have borders, but that means that this one does not have borders. I will leave a link to this in the description. This is the version that is currently available on Jake's Itch. And on to the next location, which is generic detail. And here's the shop. This is where your stuff will spawn. So we will grab our Skoda again. Okay. Let's go ahead and buy that, and we will come back to that later. Because we have one more farm to look at here. Actually, no, this is an animal. What is this animal? No. Oh, this is the animal dealer. I'm not talking to you. Alright, so there is the... Well, we got one more thing to do here. So on the first look, we found some bridges that were all sorts of messed up. Let's see if we can find some of those bridges and see if we go flying again. I think this is largely... No, that is not a through road. Oh, kind of is. Oh, God. Reset. Yes. Now, where exactly am I trying? Okay, I want to go to that. I need to go up another intersection. So I think this is an amazing map. I have a few ideas I want to do for a series, but it depends if I can get my internet sorted, and even this second look depends on that to an extent. Nope, next intersection. That is where I messed up before. So let me know what you guys think. Should I start a series on this? Should I don't know. A couple ideas, nothing much. I have ideas, I don't have plans. Okay. That didn't have a bridge. There's a bridge. 112. Like a glove. Or smooth as silk, I don't know. And jump, brake. I gotta say, the Skoda is kind of a cool car. I don't entirely understand what the idea of putting it into Farm Sim is, because this is very much not a farm vehicle, but my best guess, oh, that's a bit bumpy. Nope, don't want to go that way. My best guess is Skoda approached to Giants and said, hey, how much to get our car in the game? I digress. Teach their own. Did I come by this? I'm not sure I came by this. It is just a house. Crop destruction is on. Alright, let's see. Where is... Oh, I am entirely wrong way. So there are a few more places I'm going to fly up and take a look at here. So these don't have... okay, so there's still some blank areas on the map. These look like they'd be good for a farm build, so that might be a good idea. Or that might be an idea for a series. Let's see, looked at that one. That's where the store is, over here. I'll jump into the tractor and teleport this way. So let's see, cow barn, chicken barns. Huh. I just must have the icons turned off. Now. Oh, those aren't showing on the PDA. Okay, here is that. So I am continuously getting ideas for potential series on this, but I don't know if it would do good. So if you guys would like to see a series on this, and it will honestly just take one or two people saying yes, we'll see what I can come up with. But in the meantime, this has been your second look at Strasburg, Pennsylvania crossplay. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more. Peace.